All right. We have a Muslim trying to call. Let us see this Abdul. Trying to call him. Let us hope he will answer. Hello? I don't hear you, my friend. Can you speak louder?
Yeah, I said good morning, good afternoon.
Good morning, good afternoon. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm fine, good sir.
For some reason, your voice is muffled. I don't know why.
Oh, I don't know. Let me see.
Okay.
Let me remove it. Let me see if I can.
Okay, now it's better. Now it's perfect. Sound. Now it's perfect. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I have been listening, watching some of your videos, and I'm quite right. I'm a Muslim, but there are some areas that I really want you to shed more light on the Christian perspective on the existence of God.
What do you mean exactly, existence of God?
Yeah, actually, this God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Ghost. I need more clarification on that aspect. I'm a little bit, though I'm calling you from Africa, Nigeria.
You are welcome, my friend. I love African people. I have really special passionate for the African. I love them. You are welcome. So, you know, when I say to a Muslim, your God is one, and he say, yes, he is one, correct?
Yes.
Is that you who decide that God is one, or he is the one who decide that he is one?
Definitely, he should be the one to decide God is one.
Exactly. So just because Allah, he says to you, he's one, you accept, correct? You don't negotiate.
Yeah, we have no reason to negotiate.
No, because you cannot. He's God, right?
Yes.
Okay. But if I ask you now, he is one what? What you will say?
One.
Yeah.
One God.
But when the second you say he's one God, that means there's two gods. Is he one God? Is he one God, or he's one?
He's one God.
Okay. But if you say he is one God, that means he is part of numbers, of chains of numbers. There's one, there's two, there's three. Otherwise, why you are counting? Is he a number? Are we counting God, or we are? What do we mean when we say he's one?
Yeah, to my understanding, just to show his oneness, being the Alpha and Omega that control the whole universe.
Okay, that's fine. So if I want to show his oneness, then I'm using the word God, the wrong word, because I can say that we have a God. His name is Allah. And I do not need to say he's one or two, because his name is Allah. His name is Allah. I did not say both name. I didn't say the three names. I said his name, a person, individual. So already in the language, it's already included that he is a one person, right?
Yes.
Okay. But so why I'm saying the word one? The word one here is not right, unless you are trying to use the Hebrew language, which is echad. So God in the Bible, he says that the man and the women, they, you know, the man, he leave his family and they will be attached to his wife as one, echad. And this is the same word used for God in the Bible. Your God is echad. Echad is unification, is unity, is not one person. Now, if we check with the God of Islam, who he said to you that he is one, do Allah, or did Allah say in the Quran that if you want to take a wife or a partner, he will take it from us?
Yeah, actually, I've watched that video that you really deliberate on that topic, but I'm still learning more on that aspect. I will definitely call you one day and discuss much about that area.
Yeah, but you know, we're trying to explain. Don't worry, still we're going to talk about the Bible. But look what happened in Islam. The Muslims, they say to us, Allah is one. And then we find that this God, Allah, if you want to take a partner, he will take it from us. Okay, if he is a one person, how he will take a partner from us? And then the Muslims, they try to explain it. Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
The Muslim, they try to explain it. If we go into the interpretation, they say, well, if Allah, he want to take a partner, he said he will take it from us, and he meant the angels or The hur, but hur are women, are human. How
Yeah.
Allah can partner in order to take a wife with someone is a human. You know, you cannot marry a cat to a cockroach, correct? They have to be from the same kind.
Definitely.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
they definitely have it from the same gene.
exactly,
Yeah.
that means Allah is a man because He choose if you want to take a partner as a wife, that will be from the black-eyed whore. But the black-eyed whore is made for Muslim men to sleep with them, correct?
Yeah.
So for Allah to be a partner for this whore, he have to be a male like you.
Definitely.
That's mean Allah is just a man.
Yeah. Going by this perspective, based on the explanation, definitely he is a man,
Okay,
not
not
a
only
woman.
this, not
Yeah.
only this, Muhammad, because he was under the influence of Christianity and Judaism, he claimed he learned from the Jews and the Christians that the Messiah is coming back. And you Muslim, you believe in the false Messiah, Ad-Dajjal, right? Al-Masih Ad-Dajjal, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Al-Masih Ad-Dajjal, according to Muhammad, is a person who look exactly like Allah. Is that correct?
I have no idea on that aspect.
Well, this is the hadith in front of me, Sunan Ibn Dawood. The Prophet of Allah, he says, I have told you so much about the Dajjal. Between two brackets, the Antichrist. The Muslims don't believe in Antichrist. They believe in the false Messiah. He can do miracles. He can even cut a human being to pieces and put him together. That I am afraid that you may not understand. The Antichrist is short, hinted, woolly-haired, one-eyed, and eye-sightless, neither protruding or nor deep-seated. If you are confused about him, know that your Lord is not one-eyed. So what this hadith is saying, Muhammad is afraid that the Muslim, they will think that the false Messiah is the same as Allah. He's trying to warn them that there is a difference between the false Messiah and your Lord. What is the difference? The eye. One eye of this false Messiah is damaged. So when you see somebody,
By who?
we don't know. He is damaged. That's it. Maybe he is this way. He's made this way. So you should know. You should know that if you are confused about him, if you are what? Confused, know that your Lord is not one-eyed. So Muhammad is saying to the Muslims, you might be confused and think that this guy is Allah. Why? Because he look exactly like Allah.
They look alike.
They look alike. This hadith should be, to make it more accurate actually, it should say, because remember, the guy, he is coming as a false Messiah, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so Muhammad should tell them, well, you should know that the true Messiah look like that, right? Correct?
Correct.
Because this guy, he's claiming to be the Messiah, but he's a false Messiah. So why Muhammad saying you should know? So why Muhammad saying to him you should know that your Lord is not one-eyed, unless Muhammad, he worshiped Jesus. And the Lord here is Jesus. Because the person who is coming, this false Dajjal, he is claiming to be Jesus. He is not claiming to be Allah. That's why his name
to be Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is why they call him Al-Masih Ad-Dajjal, the Messiah, the liar. So he is a false Messiah. So he is claiming to be the Messiah. So why Muhammad, he is saying, you should know that your Lord is not one-eyed. Your Lord here must be Jesus. And this is mean that in a certain point, Muhammad, he believed that Jesus is God. Otherwise, if he is talking about Allah, not Jesus, that means Allah look like Jesus too. Because remember, the false Messiah is a man. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So why Muhammad is worried that the Muslim, they might think that this false Messiah is Allah? And how we can recognize the difference between them? Just one eye.
So anybody with two eyes definitely really looks like Jesus, and whoever looks like Jesus, definitely he is a God.
And this is funny, by the way, because I mean, this is the only difference between this guy. He can't cut a human being, put him together. He can't fix his eye. I mean, Muhammad, he says to you that this guy, he can chop a person by his sword and make him two pieces. You know, he can make him shish kebab and he can put him together. So this guy, he can is a creator, obviously. Then, you know, so how come he cannot fix? He can go to a surgery like in Thailand. They change your gender. You know, they install a new they install a new ass for you if you like to have a big ass. So this guy, he can go to Thailand. He can get a new eye. And here we go, we will not know that he is the Dajjal. What does that mean? I mean, this is a stupid statement. But here you notice how Islam is a very confusing cult. And you don't have a God, my friend. He's one.
Actually, that is why I really call you. I really want to have some clarification about the Jesus Christ, his the miracles and his being as a Lord and Savior to the Christians. I just want to have more information and more light on what it is.
My friend, Christ, look at the name of Christ. Do you know what Christ present when we say Christ? Why, you see, if you go in the Quran, I don't know if you know little Arabic or not, it says Al-Masih.
Yeah, actually, I'm from Africa. I don't have much knowledge about Arabic.
My friend, doesn't matter. I am a black, blonde, African, American from Japan. Still, I speak Arabic. Listen carefully. You can learn language. Listen, the Quran says Al-Masih. Al, in the language today, mean the. Al, in the old Aramaic and Hebrew, mean God. You will notice not even one time the Masih is mentioned as Masih. He is Al-Masih always. Al we add it before a name only if it is godly name or nothing like it. There's only one person, one individual.
Okay.
So the Muslims, they say Allah, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Al-Masih. Why you don't say Al-Muhammad? Because there's many Muhammad. But there's only one Messiah. And why there's only one Messiah? Why Muhammad is not the Messiah? Why Muhammad is not the one who come at the end of the time to finish everything? Why the shaitan, when he see Muhammad, did not dissolve as when he see Jesus, as Muhammad said? When shaitan he see Jesus, the Messiah, he will dissolve as salt dissolve in water. What do you think about that, my friend? I don't know what's your name. What's your name? Can I say your name?
Yeah, of course. My name is Abdul.
Abdullahi.
The very common name you normally mock.
Yeah, Abdul, exactly. I'm not mocking, by the way. This what is your name? You know, you must is already funny.
I love speaking to you, Christopher. This is my first time to talk to you, and I'm very happy to hear and listen to you.
Yeah.
Definitely, we keep on talking, and I'll keep on making my personal research, and I'll be calling you at your own time, so that it shed more light on what the way to go in these religious discussions.
Yeah, but my friend, the purpose of our conversation is not the conversation. The purpose is to understand and to help you. So I
understand, yes.
Yeah. So I want you to help to focus with me. Why Shaitan, when he see Jesus, he will dissolve as a salt dissolve in water? I'm trying just to find the hadith.
To my understanding, because he is scared about seeing him, because he's a kind of a very strong, powerful being to him.
So why Muhammad, Shaitan, he come to him, Shaitan, he jump in his shoulders, Shaitan, he command him, Shaitan don't dissolve when he see him. How come Shaitan don't dissolve when he see Allah? But when he see Jesus, and this is the hadith in front of you, and this is Sahih, it says here at the end of the hadith, that when the Messiah come to this earth, the evil one, the Shaitan, when he see him, then he would dissolve completely. He would dissolve. Like what? Like salt dissolve in water. This is the power of Jesus. So if Jesus is just a man, as the Muslims they say, and Jesus is just a messenger, well, Jesus, he can do what nobody can do, to the point he do not even need to do anything to Satan. Satan, he see him, he dissolve like salt in water. What kind of power we are talking about?
Definitely, it should be a supernatural power.
There must be divine power, right?
Yeah,
Because
supernatural
remember,
divine power.
Satan is very powerful too, right? Satan is very powerful. And Muhammad, he described even what this Antichrist would do. Like he can he can hit the ground and make it gold, turn it into gold. He can order the dirt, and the dirt will open wide, and gold and jewel will come. This is what Muhammad said about the Dajjal. The Messiah, his present is too holy to the point when Satan he see him, he dissolve like salt in water. So my friend Abdullah, how in the world you follow such a man like Muhammad, who is filthy, fornicator, child molester, thief, criminal, fabricator of Quran, who make verses saying any woman she can give herself to the Prophet. And obviously this have nothing to do with God. How someone like you, coming from a good family, accept someone to be his prophet like Muhammad, and forsaking the Holy Messiah, who, as you see, Satan, when he see him, he dissolve in water.
That is the reason for me to call you, so that I need more clarification on the Jesus Christ.
What more clarification you want, Abdullah? Come on. I mean, look at this. This is your prophet witnessing to Jesus.
The only information, Christian Prince, the only information we get as a young Muslims as we are growing, that Jesus didn't die on a cross, he's a messenger of God. That's the only information we get.
I will tell you a story. This has happened to me. I was sitting with two Muslims, two Egyptian Muslims, you know. One of them is an old man, older, and the other one is younger. Like, you know, he's younger than the other one. The younger one, he knew that I am an Arab and I am a Christian, and that will hurt the Muslim feeling. How in the world this guy is an Arab and he is not a Muslim? So he said, you know, I have a question to you about Christianity. The older guy, he said to him, don't go there. The guy, he said, why not? Why not? You know, I said to him, it's okay, it's okay. The older man, he told him, trust me, don't go there, because he spoke to me before about religion. So he knew. The younger one, he insists. So he said to me, if your God is the Father and he have a son, his name is Jesus, how come the Father did not save his son when he was on the cross? Do you understand the question, Abdullah?
I understand very well.
Okay.
I understand very well.
So I said, okay, that's wonderful. So you are saying to me, if God, the Father, and he have a God, the Son, and then the God, the Father, he should save his son from being on the cross, correct?
Yes.
He said, yes, because the father, the first thing a father would do, what he would do, he would save his son. I said, okay, no problem. But that's mean that Jesus must be the Son of God. He said, why? He said, because in Islam, his father saved him. So if we follow your logic, Jesus is the Son of God in Islam, but not in Christianity. So the Muslims, they have a very awkward understanding of the crucifixion of Jesus, and they try to manipulate the story to make it fit with their propaganda and their religion. But the second they start asking questions, supposedly it is a serious question, they find that they are demolishing their cult. So my friend Abdullah, you don't have a religion. Muhammad is not a prophet. Allah is not God. The God who did not know how the baby is created cannot be God. The God who threatened Christian Prince, if you don't believe in me, believe in Muhammad, I'm going to erase your face. And nothing happened. Not a single Christian, his face is lost. Not a single Christian, he lost his eyes. The one who promised them that I will make your face in the back of your head, and I will erase your mouth, your eyebrows, your eyes, everything will go. And then the Christians, they woke up in the morning, and they are until now waiting. And Allah, he promised them, the same as we did to people of the book before you, the Jews, we made them monkeys. So this God, he made us a threat, but he cannot do it. Jesus, he saw the tree. Just because the tree, just to show them example about you cannot say to the Lord, I cannot do this. He cursed the tree died immediately. Allah, he cursed the Christians, and he told them, you can turn off your camera, by the way. Your camera is on by mistake, maybe. All right? Are you there, Abdullah? Yeah, your camera is on. Yeah. So,
sorry. I'm just trying to read the hadith on your screen.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, so If you don't believe in me, Allah will erase our faces. He will efface it, and nothing happened. False threat, false prophet, false God. And we can show you tons of those. So why you, my friend, Abdullah, you don't decide to leave Islam right now? Obviously, your prophet is a false prophet. The sun set in murky water. The sun, Allah, he sends Al-Qurnayn, and he is a bisexual to build a dam between us and Gog and Magog. We cannot find Gog and Magog, and the ratio of Gog and Magog is 1,000. We lost connection with him. Is 1,000 to 1 human being. Let us call him again and see, maybe we can get Abdullah out of Islam as usual. We do. Yes, Abdullah. Ah, not. But maybe he lost his connection, I'm not sure. I'm trying to call again. All right, I don't know what the problem. He did not receive my call. But I hope that Abdullah will text me again and tell me if you'd like me to call him. And we hope to hear from him that he decided to leave Islam. Let us hear. We have another Muslim. Trying to call another Muslim. And you know, the Muslim, they say, they get surprised about the number of Muslims leave Islam after talking to me. It's not me who is making you leave Islam. It's a religion. What is this? How this can be even from God for a second? This guy is not answering it. Let's see different Abdul. If you are Abdul, you like to talk to me, please text me and I will call you. Okay, I don't know if this person is still there. You know, the problem is Muslims, they start calling. The second they see somebody talking, they start call. All of them they call. If nobody is calling, nobody is talking, nobody call. And the idea of it is very simple to understand. There's a God. If you believe in him, he will make your penis endless. And he will give you a lot of vagina. And this God is very sexual. However, this God, he promised you banana. And he promised you that you will have a nice pillow. And you will sit in couches. And you will have a river of wine. A river of milk. Your women, they will be jailed inside their tents because this is the God of the Arab. You do not know better. And because those Arab, they like to own women, not to marry women, he knew their mentality. He knew how they like to capture the women, so she cannot leave them for a different one. That's why Muslims, they build houses with high walls, so the neighbors cannot see inside the house. They're females. It's an ownership. He is so worried about somebody seeing her feet because he speaks of himself. He knew himself when he looked at women what he see. Islam did not teach you decency. And this is why those whores, they will be jailed inside their tents. Because Muhammad is speaking to people who believe in women ownership. A woman, she is just made for a purpose, and that purpose is bad, according to Islam. And Muhammad, he wanted them to be sure that they will get what they like to get. What do you like to have? The Arab, they are Bedouin. They take a shower once a year, or maybe once every few years. Water is not exist, very rare. So what we can promise them? Grass. Green grass. If the followers of Muhammad is people who live in Netherlands, that promise will be weird. Those people, they like to have sun, or if they live in Norway. Muhammad, he promised them silk because they are poor. He promised them grass, green grass. Even the clothes they will wear, it is a green. You see, the Muslim translation always is very funny and weird. You cannot take a translation seriously. All their translation is absolutely false. You change the translator, you change the whole book. Istabraq, imagine, istabraq is a kind of fabric made in Iran. At that time, Iran was a pagan, supposedly. They believe they worship the fire, and they are not pagan Muslims yet. So why Allah want to buy, or why Allah want to take their made and import to heaven? So he promised the Muslims Gucci. This is a fancy silk, very well known in Iran. So he was trying to tempt them as any satanic cult do. Women, sex, gold, silver, endless penis. Your orgasm will be 70 years. You are from the desert, we will give you green clothes. We are going to make you wear a bracelet, which the Arab, they don't have. You will drink pure water. The Arab, they drink their water even with their animals. All the promises is a promise of people of the desert. Your dishes will be made from silver and crystal. You will have servants. They are little boys. The Arab are lazy. It's not a secret. That's why they are the most less productive nation in this earth. So he promised them that even the grape, you don't need even to go and stand up to grab it. The grape tree is so down to you, to your hand. Just grab it. And he repeat himself again. Silk, green silk, pillow. Have you ever heard of a God? He promised me a pillow, a couch. This is from God. So you notice here that this God, he speak to your sexual desire and your belly. Islam, all of it is focused in the belly and down. There's no love. The women, they will love. You see, God, he created Adam and Eve, not Adam and 1,000 Eve. So why I go back to heaven and I find a lot of women waiting for me? And some people, they think that Muslims believe that you will get there 72 virgins. That is false. 72 virgins is the lowest reward. This is for the bad Muslim. For the one, he will enter heaven at the end, which means the lowest, the bad, the worst Muslim. And we will show you the reference. And Muhammad, he promised them that you will be rich, even richer than many kings. He keep repeating how many kings they will be more rich. But you ask yourself, what we will do with the richness in heaven where everything for free? What do you mean I will be so rich? Isn't everything there for free? Wrong. In the heaven, money work. In the heaven, there is a bazaar. And this bazaar have nothing to sell and buy in it, except sex magazine. It's hard to believe that this religion teach that. But as you know, we don't say things without showing reference. Muhammad, he claimed, In the heaven, there's a bazaar, there's a market. And this bazaar does not have anything to sell or to buy except images of men and women. And if the man, he like an image, he enter it to have sex with it. And for sure, the Muslim, they will say to you, this is da'if. But da'if still is accepted. And da'if as Muhammad said it. And this is why it is in the book. In the heaven, إن في الجنة لسوق ما فيها شراء ولا بيع. Indeed, Muhammad said, in paradise there is a market, which there is no buying nor selling except images of men and women. So whenever a man he desire the image, he enter it. 6 magazines. And you notice that the one who will enter the images is men. The customers, all of them, they are men. The one who you would sleep with, it can be men and women. They are images of men and women. In the heaven of Islam, homosexuality is very welcome. So you go to the magazine market, you start flipping the pages, you find, let us say you are a guy, and you find a guy, you like him. He is sexy and you know it. You jump inside the image and you have sex with it. So how in the world we can accept such a cult to be a religion?